Okay, item number 4, discussion
Can
and
we,
possible.
can we go
I'll
back
make
and take a vote?
Motion to approve the
Oh,
minutes.
sorry.
So a motion to approve with the amendment to include Commissioner Powell. Do I hear a motion?
I'll motion.
Second?
I thought I just did. I'll second
you.
now then.
Thank you. All right, all in favor to approve the minutes with the amendment to include Commissioner Powell, please respond by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Hearing none, motion carried. All righty.
Okay. Item number 4, discussion and possible action regarding application number CA number 2015-20112895 concerning property located at 105 West Cleveland Avenue.
And Chairman Bothroyd, this is just a response to your request for kind of an update during the last meeting. Commissioner Long joined me to have a brief conversation with this applicant. I believe it was earlier in 2015 that she had made this request. This is the handrails, Miss Bonnie Calvert. Mr. Long, if you want to add any commentary kind of about your conversation with Miss Calvert at this time.
I don't have anything to necessarily add other than the fact that, I mean, she said she would be willing to do what, we needed her to do. But after looking at the railing, in all honesty, as I sent in an email, I'm not offended by it. I think what's most offensive is the fact that the work was done prior to being approved. The railing itself is sturdy. It is small, but there's only like 18 inches of it on either side.
Okay.
What I would take note is, in regards to 118, is the temporary sign banner that's still up there doesn't be addressed. But aside for the railing doesn't.
And just for the entire commission's perspective, that sign, there was a letter and a notice sent out to Ms. Calvert requesting that be taken down because that was not a part of historic preservation standards. And so that has been requested to be removed from city staff. Following up with her even further, she said that she is just waiting on the person who installed it in the first place to get some free time to take it down. So that should be coming down here soon. Commissioner Brown, you were the one to first make the motion to deny the request. If you are interested as the commission to maybe reconsider based on Commissioner Long's conversation with her, Commissioner Brown would need to make that motion. If not, just a heads up, and this is kind of the main reason that we are having this conversation tonight. Ms. Calvert is interested in an appeal due to the length of time that had gone from her first application to where we are right now, just because of the request for conversation with commissioners and back and forth. I just kind of wanted to extend the courtesy to the commission before that appeal went directly to council, but to bring it back to you for further consideration if you desired to.
My biggest deal is that making sure that those handrails are ADA appropriate. So I don't know
Yeah.
who would, I don't know who has that be able to judge that.
I'm so sorry for the interruption.
I don't think that would be part of what that motion was in the first place.
Right.
If I could interject here, I was part of that, chaired the commission back then. The whole point of that was, one, the handrails were installed prior to being approved. Second, they were not really in compliance with the look and feel of the downtown area of Guthrie. They look very residential. They may be of, I don't even believe they're sturdy enough to do what they are supposed to do. They may be being short and small like that. They're not put in a very workmanly manner. They're two different heights. They go in two different angles. We advised Ms. Calvert to readdress that, and she said that she would have them down and gone after tax season on May 1st. We all then voted for denial of the application as it was submitted with that particular handrail, with the understanding that we would see new handrails come back that would be more appropriate and for the building, for the historic district, and not look residential as they do. That is yet to happen. And that's why we turned it down. So that's why it was originally turned down back then. So we haven't seen any movement on it. The handrails are still there, and it was promised that they would be taken down May 1st. So I guess that's part of why you were saying as a
Yeah,
courtesy, but
just more of that history. Ms. Calvert requested for an additional conversation with one of the HP commissioners after the May 1st deadline had been exceeded. We brought back the request to have volunteers in June. Just that request kind of fell through. In July, we requested again, and Commissioner Long was able to join me.
Well, I appreciate Mr. Long's comments, and I think that we have all voted. We all approved the minutes on the vote, so I don't think we'll take an action again on this and leave it the action as it is on what we voted in the first place.
Okay. Again, that was just simple extension of courtesy. I didn't want the HPC to be blinded by this appeal coming to City Council without bringing this back to you for consideration. So we'll take no action. Do I have a motion, a second, to take no action?
I'll motion.
And I'll second.
Okay. Motion to take no action. All in favor, please respond by saying aye.
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 All opposed? Hearing none. Okay.
Next on the agenda is discussion and possible action regarding application number CA number 2015-20113107 concerning a request to approve signage for the property located at 119 North Division Street. Does staff have any comments?
No, I believe Mr. James is here for any questions that the commission might have. Any questions,
great.
concerns, or comments? Applicant does not plan to exceed the 30% window occupancy.
I think it looks fine.
I do too.
Do I have a motion?
I'll make a motion to approve.
Motion to approve, a second?
I'll second.
Motion to approve application. All in favor, please respond by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Hearing none, motion carried.
Next on the agenda is discussion and possible action regarding application number CA number 2015-20113106 concerning a request to approve signage for the property located at 117.5 West Harrison Avenue.
I believe the applicant is here. Is that right? All right, wonderful. Do you by any chance have the color palette with you? I know that my discussions kind of indicated that there might be a color palette available for the commission. Is that right?
Well, the one from ACE, except
Okay.
they requested it back, so I
Okay.
didn't get to keep that.
Okay.
Okay.
If you see on the final page of your application, I went ahead during our conversation and just wrote those down. I don't have any samples for you at this time. I see Commissioner Mahoney has her sample palette, so she might be willing to share.
I will share mine.
Yep.
Do you want to come up here and
The photo that you have is my temporary sign that is taken directly from the web company that has created all of my online media, still in the works, but that's what they provided to me. Those were the color palette, that was the color palette that we were using for that. I'm going to amend those colors to reflect the colors from the color palette that I was recommended by ACE. So I will be using the, Cedar Crest and Beaumont Blue and Rhubarb in place of the colors that you see in front of you.
And again, the applicant understands not to exceed 30% of available window occupancy.
Kelly, is it going to have the white background still, or is that just the banner?
That's the banner. If it needs to be different, I can make that request, but
No.
that's my
I think it'd
intent
look
for
better
now.
without myself, so people can see into your store a little more.
Okay. Well, it's
That's
going
just
to
me.
be an MDO sign. It's just,
Okay.
it's going to be that size, it's going to be 2x4, it's going to be that MDO 3/4 inch board.
Gotcha.
So it's not even going to be affixed to the window?
It's going to be hung inside the window. It's not going to be permanently attached to anything.
Oh, well.
Huh.
Inside the building,
Yes.
hanging from just inside the window.
Yeah,
Well, then
the
I don't-
windows are actually 3 panels, and there's metal dividers in between all of 3 of those panels. And there's already attachments on the inside of those metal dividers for a sign like this. So I'm
Oh,
just
okay.
making use of what's already there,
Oh, within 3.
rather than attach it to the building.
So the background would be white then, is that correct?
Yeah, it will be that sign, except with the amended colors for the color palette that you have requested,
Not even a permanent sign.
Okay.
unless something else needs to change. I mean, I haven't done anything on the permanent sign yet, so I can amend that if we need to.
No concern of ours.
It's within the 3 feet, as ex officio Wood and I were talking about, but
We've talked about doing away with that 3 feet.
But we haven't, so we have
Well,
to still,
We need to do that.
then it needs
Yeah.
to be
We need
brought
to
up
do that,
with,
because we can't keep waffling on that.
no. But that's why it's here before us, and I think that that's fine. But that's just something that we do need to address in one of these sessions, that we need to get with hanging signs that are within the building that are not permanent. That is true.
I'm making a motion to approve it then.
okay.
I second. I think it looks great.
Motion to approve. All in favor, please respond by saying aye.
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 All opposed? Hearing none. Congratulations.
Glad you moved here.
Thank you.
Yes.
I am too. I've been looking forward to this.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, does staff have any comments on anything coming up?
Yeah, I'll actually be reaching out to you. We were approached by a representative of the Oklahoma City Thunder, and it has some historic preservation ties because they want to be in the downtown. They'd like to create a mural, but trying to figure out how we can do that while respecting the nature of historic preservation is going to be something that we have a fun time navigating through. So I might reach out to a few of you and get some opinions on some alternatives that you might be able to support and get ready for the upcoming NBA season. But other than that, just get ready for that. And
Well, can I ask you where the mural they're proposing?
they just keep talking about downtown. They'd like to be in the, I think that they want bricks is the funny thing. And I said, if you want bricks, then there's a certain group that we have to go through and have to get certain permissions. And so,
We put the Thunder in historic uniforms back in the 1800s.
I don't know.
Have
but
holding
we'll
peach
just-
baskets?
Yeah.
Exactly what I'm
I've let
thinking.
them know that there are some hoops that we have to jump through with respecting historic preservation. And so, without getting too far offline, I think it's just something that we're going to probably look to offer them another alternative. We'd still like to welcome them to Guthrie.
I'm more than willing to look at it, but I really don't put anything on the agenda to discuss right now.
Right.
Yeah.
Perfect. Other than that, I'm good. Thank you guys very much.
I have a quick question, though. With the issues that we've talked about that we need to address, we write up the change in the language that we like, and then we approve or deny it, and then we send it to city council for final approval to amend our red book.
Correct.
So that's the process for like the hanging signs inside the windows and okay, I just wanted to
You vote.
clarify that process.
You vote to make a recommendation to city council since it's a ordinance that has been adopted. So any change in that ordinance would be the HPC makes a recommendation, city council makes final approval.
Okay.
So are you going to put together that language, or do we need to put together that language? Because that needs to happen. That
I
should
would
happen.
love to get any language specifically that you would want edited or amended in any way from the commissioners directly.
Okay.
So
All right.
Because I always understood it that the commission would write up the proposals and then submit it to, say, staff.
Okay.
We'll have it back on here for the report for next month.
Okay.
So-
All right, cool. I just
For the
wanted to
next-
clarify
the
the whole
next meeting.
process.
Yep.
Okay, cool, thank you.
Okay, Commissioner Long, do you have any comments or questions or anything to announce?
Nope.
Ms. Locke? Nope. Ms. Mahoney?
Nope.
Okay.
I think we want to come back. Someone wants to,
Yeah, I just wanted to make mention that I don't know if many of you know Sharon Bowers, but she passed away this past weekend, and her funeral will be 10 o'clock on Wednesday at First Southern Baptist Church.
thank you.
Thank you.
I would also like to welcome our new city manager, Bruce Johnson, to the city and sitting here and watching us do what we do tonight. So welcome aboard again and look forward to all the great years to come.
Thank you for coming.
Glad to be here, so I'll try to make it as many as I can, so.
Okay, motion for adjournment?
You're good.
Okay.
Thank you.